Let's go travel. Let's fly in the night. In the dead of the night. Let's go to the UK. Hi, my name is Johan Explains. Welcome to another episode in my Johan Explains series. The band is UK and the album is their self-titled album released in 1978 and the song is In the Dead of Night. I was 16 years old when I first heard this song In the Dead of Night with UK and immediately I was hooked. It was different to me. It was prog, but it was different. A lot different than Genesis, which I grew up with. Genesis was like close to my heart. But this was different because it was, I thought it was aggressive. With this start, with this pattern, with like... It was like in your face in a way that Genesis never was. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. And this particular pattern, which we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about the intro and this pattern. In a funny way, I got it. I could like air drum to it and I could sing it and I understood it. At least I thought so. It got to my heart and I was like, yeah, I know this. So I got this call 20 plus years later in 1997. This old friend calls me up and says to me, we have a gig coming up and we need a keyboard player. And I'm like, dude, you know, I'm not that good of a keyboard player. But he tells me, I know you can play this song. And of course, they're gonna do In the Dead of Night with UK. And I'm like, okay, I can do that because I just knew it. And we got together and we rehearsed it and we played it live. We actually played 2 nights, if I remember correctly. And the nerd that I am, the first time I started thinking about this, what is this beat? What is this odd time signature? And I was like, I figured it was 15/16 because that's how I thought about it. And at a break, we talked about this in this band. And I said, is this 15/16? What is this odd time signature? And the bass player, he said, dude, it's 7/4. And I'm like, okay, maybe it is. I don't know. I have never counted it. I didn't know. I just played it. And of course he was right. This bass player now plays with HFMC, Hasse Fröberg's band. His name is Sampo Axelsson, and he was of course right. It's in 7/4. Now I can share with you how this pattern works, how you think about it, and the keyboard intro that Eddie Jobson does on top of this weird pattern. I'll explain it to you and we can count it together and play it together. It will be fun and it will be fairly simple after a while. It is a bit odd because it's syncopated. It's very syncopated, but I'll show you. So we're going to do what we always do. I'm going to take you into Reaper and we'll listen to this and then we're going to start talking about it and how you can understand it in broad brush strokes because I want all proggers to be able to understand me. That's the goal. So let's move into Reaper now and let's listen to it and then discuss it. So let's do this together, and let's focus only on the kick for starters. I created all my patterns here, my items, they are 7/4, because that's what this pattern is all about. It's 7/4. So we have 1, 2, I hope you can see my little marker here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 4s. But we're not gonna count that way. We're gonna count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and, because we need that because of the syncopations. All those syncopations, they fall on the ands, on the 8 notes, on the odd 8 notes, that is. So if we look at this, we have the kick here is on C2. Kick, 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 kick. These are all the kicks. First kick is on the 1, and so we have 1 and 2 and. Here comes the second one. That one is syncopated. 3 and 4 and. Then you have the third one. 5 and now we're back on track on the 1 again, on the even beats. 6 and 7, and then syncopated again, and. So let's do it again. 1, I'm going to do this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and. That's a bit weird, and that's why it's hard to count it and hard to understand it first. So let's listen to it like that and see if we can get it together. Here we go. Now let's listen to it in context, and I'm gonna keep the metronome so you can hear it. So let's hear it from the top and with the metronome, and think of it that all these and notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and so forth. So here we go. I hope that makes sense for you. So it is a bit tricky, but if you remember those odd 8 notes, the syncopations, then it gets much easier. So if you think like the first one is on the first beat, and then we have 2 syncopated on the odd 8 notes, and then we have the ba-bang, bang in the end. If you divide it like that, it gets easier. So if you count it with me like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Oh, ba bum, ba bum, 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 ba bum, ba bum, like that. So what about the riff that Eddie Jobson plays? They all stay in that 7/4 time signature. So he's not doing anything else. And it turns out that what he plays, even though it sounds really cool, is super simple. I learned this a long time ago, so I'm going to show you exactly what he does, because I know you can get it, you can play it too. Let me make myself go here, and you can see what I'm playing on this virtual keyboard. So the pattern, the song goes in is in F, and what he plays, he actually starts. If we just look at what is changing, he starts with this interval here. It's A and C, and the next one this is super simple. A and C, the next one is G and B, and the next one, the third one, is F and A, and then back, G and B, and then he starts over. On top of this, he also has this C going on at all times, at all the intervals. So we have this, and this, and back. That's all the notes. So if you can just figure out the pattern, like that, then it's simple. It sounds really cool. So when I first got it, I was like, whoa, he's just playing the white notes and this is not so hard, but it sounds super cool. So my fellow proggers, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoy my content, please hit that like and subscribe and that notification bells and everything you can hit here on YouTube, and share my videos if you like them. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much.